Yeah, I think it's something that I've seen a lot of organizations go into cloud and unfortunately get an experience they're not necessarily were expecting, and can be quite surprised by how the cloud can scale very rapidly, sometimes not necessarily with their full awareness. The one aspect that I find very common to organizations that are successful is that they have a sense of governance. And I don't mean governance in a sense of putting up roadblocks to people using cloud platforms. I mean more of a sense of this is the way in which we would prefer our cloud platforms and our software to be developed in order to utilize the capabilities that clouds bring in a really positive way. Um, the other aspect I think that they tend to not necessarily do so well is be very clear about what workloads that they have that are best suited to be run inside cloud platforms, or more importantly, how to run them in an effective manner inside cloud platforms. I've seen a few organizations that essentially just go, cloud's awesome, so we'll just lift and shift our entire data system, the data center full of pets, and just throw them into the cloud and go, yay, it's great, we're being a cloud company, and then they get a bill, and then they get very surprised. So there is a certain amount of understanding what you actually have and how that is built and how that is architected before you would necessarily go as far as just pushing things into cloud platforms. Um, so those are a couple of really big ways. The governance one in particular is really important so that you have a clear understanding what your actual intent is about how you're going to use cloud platforms. Because without that, you do have a tendency to end up with a lot of very well-meaning but not necessarily cost-aware uh, teams and I'd say developers that tend to spin up a lot of stuff and not necessarily be aware of the consequences of doing so. So that's a couple of easy ones straight off.